How does that even happen?
Why do you have community guideline violations?
Because stupid ass trolls come to my comment section and I tell them about themselves, and then fucking Zuckerberg and Meta get mad about it because they're shaky bitches.
You gotta stop being mean to the people in your comments.
No, that's like have you not seen my clapback videos?
She called Mike Pence a flower ranger.
That was funny as shit.
Speaking of which,
Great transition.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jasmine.
I'm Liz.
I'm Justo.
And welcome to Two Lawyers, One Ex-Con.
Where two of us uphold the law.
And one of us used to break the law.
All these people running for president.
This race is shaping up to be one of the wildest presidential races to me that, I've seen in my lifetime, and I think that other people have seen in theirs.
Absolutely. It's a shit show. And we thought 2016 was bad.
Right.
Who is the most off guard person running for president right now, in your opinion? I know there's the what's the dude that looked like Black Einstein? What's his name?
Cornel West.
Cornel West.
The Black Einstein.
He looked like Einstein with melanin.
He do look like Einstein with melanin. That's so funny.
So Cornel West, that's interesting. The funniest one to me so far I was looking is what's the Oreo name?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott.
Man, that man, as my friend Ren said, that man is all gums and no teeth.
I don't trust people with more gums than teeth.
The gum to teeth ratio.
I don't trust you gummy niggas. I don't trust you. I don't trust you gummy niggas.
You hear that, Tim Scott?
I do not trust you. I do not trust you.
It does freak me out. Maybe that's like an early sign of gingivitis. I'm just being honest.
You said that so serious.
You
are so concerned about his dental health.
I know. I'm like, I wonder if he's getting his regular teeth cleanings.
Probably. Probably.
I don't know. That's not normal for your thing to just be so. That's too much. I don't trust you. It's like you having a conflict in your face. So why should I trust you?
His own teeth are trying to escape.
You know what I mean?
Because of the bullshit he talks.
Every time you talk, your gums drop a centimeter.
Did you say that he just did a press conference?
No, he did an interview on The View.
Okay.
He did an interview on The View where he said that there's no such things as systemic racism. He was like, the president is black, the vice president, we had a black vice president, there's two black people in somewhere in one of them cabinets, and there's a mayor. It's from my city running for me. He sounds so white and saying it. He just named 5 black people.
Right.
I'm just
There's no racism. And it's really 4.5 because Obama's half white. But people don't talk about that.
You're not gonna come at Obama here on this damn goddamn.
I'm not coming at I can, but
what was crazy is you said that when he did the speech about there being 5 black people, whatever, scattered about, nobody booed.
Nobody booed, and then as soon as he said something about gay people, he just said the word gender, and they was like, boo! It's like, damn.
That's wild.
Oh, so if he want votes, he can continue saying, hey man, ain't no racism, but he better watch what he say about gay people if you want any votes.
If you want any votes, right.
But then you guys...
Because it is all about votes.
But then when you talk about votes, you talk about gay people, you got DeSantis over here showing his whole pasty ass all over the place.
He hates the gays.
He hates the gays, the girls, the days. He hates everybody.
The gays and the days. He really does hate them. What's crazy to me...
And Biden gonna use all of that and be like, hey, I free Brittany Griner, so holla at your boy. Right.
The number of people, by the way, because y'all asked me why I got so many community guidelines violations. Can I tell you how many white men, ugliest white men you've ever seen in your life, come to my comment section and call me Brittany Griner and think it's an insult? And I'm like, are you calling me that because I look rich and tall and you think I'm going to steal your bitch? Because I told one dude, he said something, and I told him, I said, no, I know you think I think you're calling me Brittany Griner because you think I'm going to steal your bitch, but trust and believe I don't want the sloppy seconds you got at the family reunion.
Okay, come on, clap back queen. Come on, clap back queen.
And then I get community guidelines violations for telling the truth, because I'm sorry, they look inbred.
I ain't even gonna lie. Speaking as someone who is 5'6" 3/4, if I walked in a club with my girl and Brittany Griner was in there, I'd be scared that I'm gonna lose my bitch. I'd be scared. She got more money than me. She's taller than me. She probably got a bigger dick than me.
She probably do.
So
Right there in the bedside drawer.
So yeah, Brittany Griner, Brittany Griner
I
can take my bitch.
I am openly willing to volunteer to find out.
She could dunk.
Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine said
She
she's
could-
gonna.
I will find out.
She's gonna do an experiment.
Brittany could dunk. I can't dunk. Shit.
That's a lot. You know what's so crazy is I feel like DeSantis is always in the news about how much he hates gay people. But he does so much other wild shit that just gets swept under the rug because every week one thing is wild to the next. Like, he campaigned against a ballot initiative to raise the state's minimum wage. He's against the Affordable Care Act.
Oh, he tried to pass a law to limit people being able to protest. Just straight up infringement on the First Amendment.
So what is it exactly he said about gay people? Because I be hearing his name all the time.
So he's the one who pushed that, basically what people are dubbing the Don't Say Gay law.
Right.
And then all of the right-wing conservatives are like, that's not what the law says, because they want to be disingenuous and play games.
So he's saying that people should be allowed to say that's gay.
No. He's saying that in schools, and he's also including like college, like he's trying to come after colleges and universities and they're like social science departments and stuff for this too, that you cannot talk in any way about same-sex relationships. And so what people are trying, like, and like I said,
trying to do what like white people doing with critical race theory.
Exactly. And the problem becomes like
he also was banning critical race theory.
Yeah, he's also banning critical race theory. But the problem with the Don't Say Gay bill is it's so broad. It would basically punish a teacher for saying, like a male teacher who's like, oh, my husband and I went to the park the other day. Do you see what I'm saying? And so like all of these people on the right are trying to say like, there's nothing that says you can't say gay, but it's like.
He's probably gay.
He probably
That's
is.
usually what happens. Yeah.
Because the only people who are the only people who think that gay marriage threatens their heterosexual marriage are people in the closet.
Yeah.
And you know what's wild too is what they're doing is so systemic and it is designed to attack black people. Like when he's removing critical race theory in schools, at the same time he's advocating for there to be increased education about the intersections of white and Asian Pacific Islanders and everything. And so they're increasing that education about Asian people while decreasing the education about black people, and he's doing it to pin us against each other.
Yep.
Because we've always viewed Asian as the superior, minority where like Asian people don't really go through. So he's playing into that, trying to pit black people against Asian people, put them against, you know what I'm saying? And so what he's doing is so much more than like just saying don't talk about black people. He's literally trying to alienate us from other minority groups. It's so fucked up.
That happens all the time where they really try to pit black, indigenous, and other people of color against one another. Like they really try to cause infighting among us.
Right.
So that the global majority is basically made to feel like we don't have any power because we are fractured.
Right.
That's why they pay all of them reparations and don't pay black people reparations. They pay Asians reparations for the railroads. Every year, like they send Asian people money for the railroads every year. It's like reparations.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then when it comes to like focusing on say like Jewish issues, right? Issues facing the Jewish community, there's so much now. Granted, like take this with a grain of salt because we see the Nazis coming full force from the Trumpers and the maggots and all the people on the right. So like, but they will be quicker to address issues among the Jewish community.
Yep.
And then turn around and push out that very anti-Semitic rhetoric of Jews running everything. And then you got dumbasses like Kanye West falling for it and rolling with that shit.
Yeah.
And it's just a prime example there of that fighting between black people and Jewish people that it's like, wait a minute.
And we saw
Hold
that.
on. It's all white supremacy that is manufacturing every bit of it.
Brands dropped the living shit out of Kanye West when he made those anti-Semitic remarks. Like, literally like that. And black people were enraged because we're like, would the same treatment would have happened had he said something against black people?
And it didn't, because when he said something about George Floyd, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And when he said that slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
Happened.
All of
that was wild.
Beyond crazy. By the way, did y'all see that outfit that he was wearing with his weird-looking wife? He had a T-shirt with like fake muscles on, and it said "police" in German on his shirt.
No.
You didn't see the outfit? Oh man, y'all have to see what he wore because the wife came out. She looked, as my friend said, she looked She looked like a used condom. I don't know what the hell she was wearing. It was so bad.
I gotta charge my phone.
His phone is never charged.
It's literally
Yeah,
never
but-
charged.
It's never charged. This man rolls around. He gives me palpitations just thinking about him rolling between Baltimore and DC with a 1% on his battery.
You know what's
Hoping and praying that
crazy?
He's gonna make it.
With the Republicans, we see what? Ron DeSantis running, Mike Pence, Tim Scott. Is the Republican that's gonna win or be the candidate that goes against Joe Biden, is it gonna be someone that's more Republican than Trump or less Republican than Trump?
It's definitely gonna be more.
Right.
Okay,
It's
we have to
definitely
pause.
gonna be more.
Oh, we're back.
I'm sorry. Just
Oh, well, it is.
look at what they had on. Look what this. What is this? That. Show the camera your face. Because what is that? What is he wearing? What is she wearing? If that's fashion, I don't want it.
She do look like a used condom.
When you first said that, I didn't know. Then I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's definitely used condom.
Yeah, but no, I think it's gonna be Trump, right? I think it's gonna be Trump because the funniest thing about all of this is DeSantis running. Now Mike Pence has thrown his name in the hat. Is their own base is dragging them, absolutely
Yeah.
dragging them by saying that they are wrong for going against Donald Trump. Like they have no support. If Mike Pence right now behind DeSantis and Trump is polling 5.4%, I'd go home and cry and give up.
5.4.
With Republicans,
How much is DeSantis pulling in?
22.
God damn.
That's what Trump is killing them because the influence he has over that. I mean, it's a cult at this point.
Y'all, I can't take another Trump America, bro.
Nah, man. How
I
is he
can't.
still living? He's old and unhealthy. You remember when old men used to die?
They don't do that shit no more. They just
Wow.
reincarnate.
What
Nah.
happened to those days?
Not old white men. You ever seen basketball owners? They racism keeps them healthy.
It really does. It's just what happened to the days when politicians used to go out to New Jersey and get in duels and kill each other. Where's the Aaron Burr of today?
Yeah, I need some duels. I definitely need more duels in 2023.
Just a few.
Trump will be with it.
I mean,
I'll do them all. Like he'll be with it.
I'll do them all. Duel. Let's duel.
Duel. I'm the best duel. I'm the most fantastic duel. There's no one that could duel better than me. That'd be perfect. I would love that. I can't wait for the first to be. I can't wait for him to call somebody ugly.
Right.
DeSantis, I think you're in the closet,
The
buddy.
debates are going to be unreal.
DeSantis, you're in the closet, buddy. Just say it. Just say it.
Just say it. You're gay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why you
you're
want us to
gay.
don't say gay.
You're gay. It's fine. You're gay. It's fine. It's fine. Mike Pence is gay. It's fine.
I just want to know what's he gonna because we have nothing. Okay, so lawyer to lawyer, we
Okay.
have nothing in the Constitution right that covers anything about whether a president can run if he's convicted and put in prison.
No, I think that he had his charges dropped, and then once he ran for president, all of them were dropped. Or he had his charges pending against him, and then once he started running for president, they were dropped, right?
Well, technically, he hasn't been
Like you-
convicted.
He
of
hasn't been
anything.
convicted.
He's
Like
been
you-
indicted.
He was indicted, but that's my point. So, and now they're talking about a host. There's rumors that a whole other host of charges are coming because of him stealing classified documents while in the White House. And he keeps saying, well, that's no different than Obama or, Joe Biden taking this stuff
Right.
and Mike Pence as well. They're going to Pence, but the implication that is coming from these conversations is that Trump stole them with proof of nefarious intent,
Okay.
treasonous level shit, right?
Man.
So if
That's
that
one
comes,
of them, that's one of them words.
Nefarious.
I do not want to be in court and hear the word nefarious. I'm going to jail. If I hear the word nefarious, I'm done. I lost this
that's
case.
it. Case closed.
I lost
Case
this
closed.
case.
But the thing is, if that comes to fruition by some miracle, because I don't know about you, but I'm skeptical of him getting any charges to stick. It would be great, but I'm a cynic, so it is what it
I
is.
agree.
But if by some miracle all that comes to fruition and this man gets convicted and goes to prison and he wins the presidency, how does that work? Can you? Because do we have anything that
Legend.
says you can't be the president while in prison?
I'm way too overstimulated with thought at the thought of even Donald Trump being in the White House to even like follow up to what you're saying. Like I keep just getting sidetracked. Like, oh my fucking god! Like Ron DeSantis is only at 22%.
22%, and Mike Pence is at 5.4, and he was the whole fucking vice president with Trump. You would think that he would at least have as much as DeSantis. Hell no. They are dragging him, calling him a coward because Trump called for him to be hanged. If you remember. I don't know if you remember.
I did remember that.
And because he refused to fight against the election, the votes, and basically say that, like, no,
So,
Trump won.
what are the issues you think are going to be most prominent in this election?
Shit.
I think gay shit.
Trans rights, for sure, are going to be just a big deal in the conversation. Everybody's going to be talking about gender
Student
identity.
loans. I want to know how much motherfucking money y'all are taking away from my student loans.
Girl, I bet they're not talking about student loans anymore. I've heard not a damn thing about student loans.
If Donald
for a
Trump was
minute
like,
now.
I'll erase your loans, I'm like, you know what? Maybe racism
Don't do
isn't
that.
bad.
Don't do that. Because the reason why he's going to erase the loans is he's going to put us back in shackles doing chattel slavery shit. That's what's going to happen. That's how they're going to pay off the bill.
This hoe just said chattel slavery.
Chattel. Do you want to be chattel?
I don't want to be chattel. I don't want to be chattel.
I have no idea what chattel is, but I do not want to be that shit.
I don't want to be nefarious chattel.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just had this.
Settle down. It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright.
What do you care about in this election, Justo? What is some shit you want to hear about?
Nothing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, I have no faith in politicians, like, at all.
Right.
I'm just here for the entertainment, basically.
That's what it's come down to. I feel like I'm so disillusioned because when I was younger, I used to be like, yes, DC, pinnacle of hope, politicians say everything. Now I'm like, these fucking motherfuckers right here that my tax dollars pay for.
Have y'all seen the Correspondent dinner, Roy Wood?
Yeah.
Correspondence dinner.
Roy Woods was so good.
Yeah, I love Roy Wood. What I found interesting, because I didn't know this, but what I found interesting is they was talking about how MSNBC was always talking about always covering when Donald Trump getting accused for taking the documents, and then as soon as they heard Biden was taking documents, they was like, all right, stop talking about this shit. Let's stop talking about
That is funny.
But so I didn't even know Biden was taking documents. Biden got documents?
It
Right,
happens
got
all the
documents,
time
yeah.
because they take shit to they take shit to their houses. They do their little work, take their shit with them. They're supposed to make sure to gather that up and give it back. They found it in his damn garage in some boxes. It's some old man shit, which brings me to my latest campaign, my personal campaign for this election season. Vote the gray away.
Vote the gray away.
No Congress for old men. And I'm pushing it. I'm standing
Aren't you
strong.
dropping
behind
merch?
this. I dropped merch already. It's
Okay.
been selling all day.
Okay.
Everybody's rocking these
Vote
shirts.
the gray away.
Vote the gray away.
No Congress for old men. I'm telling you, like that's what it comes down to. Is like it was watching a bunch of grandpas who lost national documents.
And that's not the age range of people that need to be controlling shit.
No.
Need people with a new way of thinking. You got old motherfuckers that's like, no blacks or no gays. Like, it's not 1950, bro. We need updated thinking. These people running for president, they need updates.
But remember
They
the
don't have
TikTok
updates.
questioning about the TikTok ban? Do you remember the dumbass questions they were asking because they didn't know how anything worked?
Because they
Yeah,
need
they
updates.
really don't. They're the same way with AI right now. They're like, what? ChatGPT is used. What?
They have no idea how any of this stuff works. And
I do think that the Democratic Party underestimates how disillusioned Black people are with the political process. Either that, or they're extremely comfortable with the fact that they know we have to vote for them. We don't have another alternative.
No, this is the thing with the Democratic Party with Black people. The Democratic Party understands that Black people do not have much of a we don't have high standards for politicians.
Right.
And the Democrats know that. That's why they do certain things that's condescending that go over Black people's heads sometimes. Like when fucking Nancy Pelosi and them fucking kneeled with the kente cloth and all that.
Lord
shit.
Jesus,
Like,
don't even get me started on that.
they felt comfortable doing that because they know how Black people are with politicians. Like if you're a politician, if like somebody like Obama, like for and even the governor of Maryland, Westmore. These are all the things you need in order to get voted by a black person. You just gotta be black. End of list.
Right.
Because Herschel Walker got dragged.
He did, but he was a Republican. I think also.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I guess if you're talking about Democrats.
Well,
I
yeah,
think the
Democrat,
cleaned
just
it up.
Democrat, black.
And if you think about the way that
suit.
if you think of the way that black people have operated in the political space, we have voted based on the bare minimum. Black people, when Lincoln freed the slaves, black people were like, that we're Republicans now. And we just voted Republican until FDR came and created the New Deal, and then black people were like, oh, bet, we're Democrats now. we're like, all right, we're Democrats. And then we were like, not really voting as much, we're just kind of in the flux. And then Obama came, we're like, oh, this nigga looks like us. Shouldn't we vote for him? Like, we've never really been.
Man, that wasn't no should we vote for him. That wasn't no question.
We are voting for him.
It was we are voting for Obama. Everybody flipped their shit.
Yeah.
You remember all the T-shirts, the airbrush T-shirts with the
I remember. He got voted for president.
He was from Chicago with a black wife. I was like,
I remember I was going to Howard at the time. I was on campus when they announced him as president. The whole fucking campus went nuts.
Man,
I was selling weed on discount, and and it was the first time I was walking through like the streets of DC and felt like, yo, nobody's gonna rob me tonight. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow, but
because
tonight,
hope was alive.
That's what I'm saying, for like a small window.
Yes, we can.
For like a small window.
Can, but
it
no,
was like,
we cannot rob.
No, we cannot rob.
It was
but yes,
like,
we can
it was like the opposite of Purge. It was like for a small window, you were safe.
Purge in the reverse.
Can I tell you about my night when they announced that he was president, where I was? Mm-hmm. I was at my friend's house having a sleepover, white friend, in the suburbs, Bartlett, Tennessee, in Memphis. And her dad was downstairs, and they announced Obama won, and we heard boom, crash, and he started throwing shit. And I was like, boy, I gotta go the fuck home.
Wait, like they were mad? They were mad?
He was pissed.
Oh.
He was pissed that Obama won.
I'd imagine a white man in Tennessee would not like to see Obama as president.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jesus Christ! That's
It was such a like sobering moment because I was so excited. It was the first election I was old enough to vote in. Half my family's from Chicago. I got married in Chicago years later. My grandmother, bless her, may she rest in peace, Miss Dolores, my white grandmother, she loved Obama, and she would always tell me they need to go get those old white politicians, and they need to take them all out. They need to take them out. We're done. We're done. And so I'm hearing this, from a white woman, an older white woman. But it's like Chicago. It's like that's a different world, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So then I'm in Tennessee, plopped down here, and they announced that he won. And then that shit, I was hearing that happening downstairs. I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Even Obama did some things that was like he deported mad Mexicans. Like, man. as black people, our consciousness of like politicians is so low sometimes. Like, even with Bill Clinton, like, black people love Bill Clinton, but don't know so much fuck shit he has done. Got rid of welfare.
He was one of the prison pipeline main contributors.
Yeah, and then he. The funny thing is that it's not funny, but the interesting thing is that what Obama, I will give Obama this, when he was given the chance to reverse that whole crack cocaine rock law, when he got the chance to reverse it, he did. They asked Bill Clinton to do it, and he was like, nah,
I'm good on that.
So, fun fact, do you know who the only U.S. president is to have ever been inducted into a historically black fraternity?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
He's
my frat. I'm a Zeta, and he's a member of Phi Beta Sigma.
That's disgusting.
Bill Clinton is my frat brother.
Bill Clinton is Sigma.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. He created a bill.
Bill
that
Clinton is a Sigma.
That's
He's in shock.
It's disgusting.
I know. But imagine where I'm sitting from, because when I joined Zeta a million years ago,
I can't picture Bill Clinton doing the legs, doing the Sigma dance.
Well, the Sigmas, yeah.
I can't believe that shit. He created a bill that you gotta eat a chip on that.
That's not like this. I gotta put some dip on my chip because this is fucking.
Man, let me get some dip on my chip. This motherfucker created a law that that said that the military, like all of their anything they have left over from like a war or whatever, just give it to police.
Ayo, YouTube. This is why you can't have no friends from Memphis. This guacamole is hot as shit.
This guacamole is not. It's not that spicy. First of all, it's pretty mild.
There's a sticker on it that says
It's white people
Spicy.
spicy. Tell them where you're from, Jasmine.
Listen, she's not about to disrespect me.
I'm just letting you know. We just need to get context here.
I may or may not be from a predominantly white neighborhood.
I mean,
However,
it wasn't even about being predominantly white. I just meant you're from the West Coast.
now hold the fuck on. West Coast is the best coast. Memphis is in Tennessee.
where you at in the West Coast, they don't like nothing spicy. Everything is real like hummusy and you know what I mean?
Y'all really coming from my city. This is the
I'm
thing about
coming
New
from the whole
York.
state. California is just.
It's very
It's-
hummusy.
They just call my.
All of the portions of food they got in LA they got chicken parm sandwiches that's this small.
At least we let our swag speak for ourselves. New York niggas are always yelling.
They got
I'm from Brooklyn. They shot
got-
my nigga Biggie.
they got they put parsley on everything. There's parsley in my shake. There's no need to be parsley in my shake.
It's the garnish. Y'all are gonna
They
come
put
out of
garnish everything. This fucking stop putting parsley on my hamburger.
You don't like parsley burgers?
Like, that's just unnecessary.
You better get your greens in.
That is not greens. That is
Those are not greens.
that is food confetti.
Greens are. That is exactly what that is.
Parsley really is food confetti.
It is.
That is so funny.
I can't believe you said get your greens. And greens are 2-part turnip, 1-part mustard cooked in pork. Those are greens.
Those are greens.
Okay, but one person I want to talk about, one candidate that people are heavy in my comment section asking me about is Marianne Williamson. Are people really pushing for Marianne?
This is the thing. Why I kind of love Marianne Williamson.
Oh Lord. Why?
I kind of love her because she's a sturdy white girl. I feel like Marianne was always yelling about something last time and nobody was really hearing her.
I heard her. She was crazy.
What she be saying?
Let's look up Marianne Williamson's platform.
Yeah,
Just, you know.
when y'all brought her up, I knew she was white because y'all said Marianne. Let me check my phone.
To me, like I consider her to be the female Bernie Sanders, which is kind of crazy. I mean, she wasn't granted marching with nobody like actual Bernie was down for black people, blah blah blah. But in regards to like being
Is Bernie
of
still
the
alive?
farther
She's
left,
also 70 years old, and I'm just trying to get some young. Where is Alexandria? Alexandria, Miss Ocasio-Cortez. What are you doing?
Has anyone checked on Bernie? Is Bernie still alive?
Bernie's still alive.
Someone should check on Bernie.
I mean, granted, she wasn't like fighting for black people in the way that Bernie was, but in regards to being on the farther left side of the Democratic candidates, I would put her over there.
So what is it you don't trust about Marianne?
She gives heavy, crunchy granola vibes when it comes to talking about healthcare. Bad. And as a public health lawyer, I'm just
Crunchy granola.
crunchy granola.
She don't look bad for 70. I know that's not.
Not just those shooting a shot at Marianne Williamson.
I know that's not. That's
She
not on
she
topic.
believes that spirituality can overcome being disabled.
All right, that's kind of wild.
That's
It's a lot wild.
That sound like the bald head lady from Doctor Strange. Have y'all seen Doctor Strange? Y'all, yeah, ain't that the bald head lady? That's what she said.
You
She
talking
was
about
like, ain't that what she said when Doctor Strange first?
I'm just like you calling her the bald headed lady.
What was her name? Dude, the Great something.
I'm
She
gonna
was
look
the Great
up bald
something.
head lady.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the bald head lady. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Great something. She was called the Great something. The Wise something. One of them type words.
Clea Strange.
I don't know her real name.
No.
This lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, bald head lady. She was like, "Hey, spirituality will fix everything." I'm already not feeling Marianne with these Marvel principles.
With these Doctor Strange politics.
Yeah, I'm not into Doctor Strange politics.
Unless we got some Doctor Strange powers.
But you know what's gonna be so good? Like, although like American democracy might implode, the debates and watching it happen will be absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Oh, they're gonna be fully entertaining, and I'm gonna be here.
Trump versus DeSantis, that's gonna be like pay-per-view.
Bruh, the way that Trump came after DeSantis and has just been dragging, they call him DeSanctimonious. And I'm mad I didn't think of that one first, because I called him,
That's clever.
I called him
That's
DeSalty, I called him DeSalty, DeSatan, DeSphincter, I called him a lot of things, but I didn't think of DeSanctimonious.
That's clever.
That's clever, I'm gonna give it to Trump. But he came for him so hard, and he said,
That's pretty good.
he said, now DeSantis is going, he's trying to push, one of the other crazy things he's doing is trying to go against wokeness. And he's pushing an anti-woke campaign and trying to pass laws to get rid of wokeness.
I hate that shit has a word.
It's annoying. And then Trump came out and said, Disney's too woke and it's DeSantis' fault. And I
just can't wait to see those two.
Duke
It's honestly gonna be like, basically like this.
Hey guys. Who do you think Melania's fucking behind Trump's back?
So, that is crazy, but I wonder.
Obama.
He ain't touching her.
No.
Michelle, please.
That's how rumors get started.
Don't do that.
I'm
Don't
just-
do that. Try to
just
break up a happy
bullshitting.
home.
I'm just bullshitting.
Please. Michelle would beat her ass.
She gotta have somebody. Maybe. I don't know any people.
I think it's his son.
It's probably an.
His son?
I think she fucks off with.
You
his
think
son.
Donald Trump Jr.?
Yeah.
I think it's someone that like work at like the post office or something.
It gotta be something like that, like the White House delivery man, or like one of the Secret
Yeah,
Service
that's what
details.
I mean. It's like someone like very unassuming, you know.
I don't know. I just feel like there's some drama in there that I want to know about, and I want to see it come out. Like DeSantis just know Trump's business because they used to be friends, and then during a debate, he's like, "And that's why Melania's sucking the mailman's dick," and I just want
Mike Pence will have that tea too.
See, it would be
He's
so
gonna
good.
Remember when we were in the White House?
But he won't let him. You know, Mike Pence won't say anything because Mother will never allow it.
I'm waiting for some people to say, I saw Donald Trump on Jeffrey Epstein's island with zoom 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 and boom 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 and boom.
It's not gonna matter because he's just gonna be like fake news, and then he'll. He clearly was in the video saying to just grab him by the pussy, and he went on TV and was like, "I did not say that."
I want to bring up Marianne Williamson again because I had to look up some shit to get the exact quotes.
Okay.
She believes AIDS and cancer are the, quote, physical manifestation of a psychic scream.
I don't want my.
Where do you read that? What
like
website is this?
This is the Los Angeles Times. This is... This is
That's actually kind of valid.
Yeah, she talks about metaphysical justice. And I'm like, bitch, I want some real justice.
I want some real
This
justice.
what are you talking about, metaphysical justice, ma'am? That sounds like an excuse to tell black people, hey, in your heart, you weren't experiencing racism. So
Right.
that's good enough. I know you were hate crime today.
Right.
But
that was
on a metaphysical
metaphysical
level.
That shit ain't even happened.
Let's talk about, so we already know none of us are voting for no damn Republican. However, if you were going to vote for a Republican, who would you vote for as of right now who's running and why? Justo.
If I had to vote for a Republican, I think I'd go with Kanye West.
He ain't running?
He's not running this
He
year?
ain't running this year. Why are you going to vote for Kanye? We just talked about him taking his wifey out looking like she's wearing a used condom.
Yeah, but he ain't, you know, I don't know.
You're doing that thing.
Yeah, I'm
with
doing the black thing.
You're doing
He
the
black,
thing.
I'm black. Yeah, I'm just doing the black shit. I'm definitely not voting for Tim Scott. He got them gums. I don't trust them gums. By the end of his presidential run, his gums gonna be to his chin, cause they're just gonna keep descending every time he says some bullshit.
Jasmine, who are you voting for?
You know what's so crazy? When I think about Donald Trump, right, it wasn't his actual policies to me that disenfranchised black people so much. It was how other people acted because he was president that I think is what scares me. Like in Trump's America, white people were running rampant.
Yeah.
Like I can't point to you to like 4 things Trump did that like severely disenfranchised black people more than any other candidate, right? But what I can point to is like the significant difference in the way that everyone was acting under his realm. Like it was so bad.
Look what they did at the Capitol.
Right, it was so
they did a
bad.
whole fucking insurrection.
That's what I'm like. I to me like the scariest thing about voting for Trump is how every one of his supporters will act in response.
Right. So what you're saying is, if you had to vote for one of these Republican candidates, it wouldn't be Trump, but who would it be?
Maybe I vote like a pussy bitch, like Tim Scott, or like. Sorry to the gays. Sorry, I love y'all, but it would have to be Tim Scott probably. I can't do Pence. Is like you know what? I could be open to Mike Pence, but oh, this is like choosing like would you rather have someone shit in your mouth or like pee in it? Like I don't fucking
shit in
know.
your food.
Or shit in your food. Yeah, it's like both the same. Like it's like I don't know. Like
I mean, yeah, it's like it's not a good choice.
yeah,
Either
I
way.
don't know, dude.
Cause I'm the ex-con here, so I don't even vote. But like, but there's no good choices here. Even with Biden, you old, you taking documents and shit. Like fucking, and all these politicians just do shit that's just gonna garnish votes. Like I guarantee you, if Biden was not running for a second term, Brittany Griner would still be in jail.
Yeah.
Because it's not a priority for him, because he don't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
I think
That would have
coming
been the next president's job.
Right.
Like during my campaign, I'm going to free Brittany Griner. That's would have been the main shit.
Right.
She'd still be in jail.
I mean,
that makes sense.
I'm gonna tell you, if I had to vote for any one of them, this is rough.
It would be Trump.
No, it wouldn't be Trump. Fuck that man. Absolutely not. It would be. I would vote for Tim Scott.
Yeah, that's what
I
said.
hate to say it, I would vote for his gummy ass because
His gums running
They're
away.
going gums.
because you know. I can't even explain why. I guess
Right.
He black, I'm black. I mean, fuck it.
We're not going dumb. We're hashtag going gum.
No.
That's
I
his
mean,
hashtag.
I feel like if Tim Scott, okay, I'm going to tell you why I would vote for Tim Scott. Because I feel like the one thing he would do that would at least help us out is everybody get free dental care.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He knows the struggle.
I could go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because looking at him, it makes you go, I should get a dentist.
I should make sure I schedule my next
I was over
appointment.
here just messing with the
Before
hooks on Invisalign
before my
hooks.
shit start dropping. This has been Two Lawyers, One Ex-Con. Justo,
I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Jasmine.
not Jazz, or she'll smack the shit out of you.
She will.
I really will.